What's going on, people, and welcome to a brand new episode of Too Many Games and Not Enough Time, the podcast where we get to speak to incredible gamers across the globe. Now, on today's show, I have a member of NNESAGA. We're talking Team NNESAGA in the place. This is a polyglot. I'm in the making. I want to find out how many languages she actually knows. We are talking a Pokemon master. We are talking cosmetic scientist, P3ach, welcome to Too Many Games and Not Enough Time. How are you
Thanks
doing?
so much for having me.
How you doing today?
I'm good. Thanks for asking. In terms of how many languages I can speak, it's definitely just English. I can barely speak English. Anyone who's been in my streams, they know how I'll be fine in the English language, but we're still trying.
So really quickly, obviously, you want to be a polyglot, which just means that you can speak multiple different languages. Top 5 languages that you want to learn off the top of your head, really quickly.
Okay, Japanese, Korean, Mandarin, French, and Spanish. I feel like I've got all my bases covered, and I feel like that's most of all of the content I consume exists in either those languages or those languages adjacent. So
well, you better start getting working, because that's a lot of languages to learn.
One day, innit? One day.
So P3ach, so I want to tell the story of how I came across you or how I met you. So I'm not sure how you was aware of me, but we met at a gaming event and you came over and called me Mini Midas.
Yeah.
And I was like, what do you mean? I'm Mr. Midas, I'm the originator. Some respect on my name. Now, this isn't me calling you out. The reason why I'm saying that is because what's really dope is when I came into the game, it was minimal black content creators that you would see. And the ones that I met, we just connected straight away. So people like King J, people like Jayan Lopez, Black Girl Gamers, people like Stephanie from NNESAGA and stuff like that. And then I feel like we've worked a lot to kind of build a foundation of what we're gonna do, and now there's a whole new gen. There's an influx of so many new creatives and people like my brother Mini Midas and people like yourself. So as funny as it was that you called him me, for me it's amazing that there is a whole influx of new black gamers, people that sound like us, look like us in the space. So how are you finding being in this gaming space?
It's great. I love it so much. I feel like as somebody who always grew up gaming but didn't really have a network outside of just my siblings, I was definitely in the niche space in the household. We always compare ourselves to the Ninja Turtles, and I'm Donatello. I'm reading all the obscure manga, all the obscure games. Nobody there's one game that I love to death and I talk about it all the time. It's Professor Layton, and I literally connected with Tori over the internet, literally just talking about that game, because it's such a good game. The plot was plotting, the puzzles were puzzling. You complete one stage and you feel like you got the biggest brain on the face of the earth. But my brothers just weren't getting it. So I was like, bro, what the hell? So that's what pushed me to not only become a content creator, but try and find out what the rest of the community is playing, connect with them, because you just don't know what you're missing out on. And it's so nice to find so many people that look like you with the same interest of you, and you can just bounce off each other and then just continue having fun. It feels like an endless cycle. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah,
Professor Layton, that is proper, that's niche.
Listen,
I know a lot of gamers don't even know what that is.
If you haven't played Professor Layton, but you like the Ace Attorney franchise, I strongly recommend. They had a crossover game, do you know what I mean? And apparently level 5 are back on the rise in the Western market. I'm so gassed. I need everybody to at least just watch the gameplay. You don't need to do the puzzles. I just need you to know about my man Herschel and the life that he's lived. That's it. That's all I'm asking.
So the reason why I actually wanted you on the pod is I watched the Black Girl Gamers play or pass, and it was hilarious. There were so many different characters on there and so many different personalities. And P3ach, I was so impressed by your gaming knowledge. I know at times you was bantering, talking about I know games and blah blah blah, but you really impressed me. Like I said, your younger and from a new gen, and to actually have such a great history of games like I'm calling you out, Full Etos. How you don't know what the Buster Sword is? You see, when that's the first thing I'm gonna say to you when you come on the episode. But so you've got a real big history of some really big games. So let's talk about Little Peach. How did you what was the first like gaming experiences that you know that kind of made you think, oh my goodness, I love this gaming thing?
Do you know what it was? Yeah, like I think for me, gaming and family go like hand in hand. Like I said earlier, I got 3 siblings. Like we literally move like the Ninja Turtles. And my earliest memory in life is literally playing N64 on the Mario Kart N64. With the controller unplugged, because that's what all the siblings do. You know what I mean? They can't let you play the game. You just gotta be driving around in reverse, or they just take it out. But yeah, like, and to be fair, it's not even just like my older brothers. Like them two are in their 40s, so I have like their whole game of frame of reference. Like they used to love gaming growing up. My dad is a gamer, so it's kind of like I was born into it. Like I'm a gaming nepo baby. What can I say? Do you know what I mean? But I think it's just like I think it's amazing how you can connect with people through gaming. Like me and my older siblings and even the younger brother, like even though our interests are so different, I promise you we can all sit down and play a game together, and like we settle beef on Smash Bros. Do you know what I mean? And now like I've got nephews and nieces who are growing up, and if they got something to say, it's like, it's alright, you know, we gotta pass out, it's okay, we don't have to talk it out. Run up the game, I'ma play Lucas, you can play Cloud or whoever it is that sparks straight, and we'll just have it out. And it's so nice, and it's like we've had so many like interesting discussions about it, like the parallels through gaming and life. Like I'm sure anybody who's like really invested in anything knows, like there's so much you can take from a game outside of the game and like apply it to real life. And I feel like, yeah, man, it's just it's really that deep.
Do you know what? It's so beautiful because that experience, like I've never spoken to any person on Too Many Games who hasn't had a family connection when it comes to gaming. In some respect, it might not have been a mum and dad, it could have been a cousin, it could have been an uncle, an older brother, but there's always that experience of someone within my family brought me into this journey, and it kind of has a connection in a different way. So like I was saying, obviously Mini Midas is my little brother, so he grew up watching me play Ocarina of Time and stuff like that. So his love of RPGs and like the first Final Fantasy he ever completed was Final Fantasy X, because he watched me play 7, and then 10 was the first one he got to play on his own. So that's dope. I love as well how you're like, do you know what? You want to run up your mouth? Run the smash. Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, like. It's what? Alright, cool.
Passer, because siblings beefing it. There's Passer. We can't be scrapping all the time.
What? You took the last piece of jerk chicken? Run the smash, my G. Run it.
Immediately. It's like you got something to say. Like I feel like it's so funny. Like we talk so much smack, and it's like it teaches you, like especially fighting games. I feel like I love fighting games. Fighting games are like my first true love. Like Soul Calibur 3. Nobody can tell me nothing about that game. As far as I'm concerned, that's the best game to ever exist, ever. The plot
what did you play amazing.
It on? PlayStation 2.
See, I love Soul Calibur. I always think Soul Calibur is like my second best fighting game ever. Like my first is Street Fighter, and I love Soul Calibur. I feel like Soul Calibur is proper underrated. I think 2 is probably my favorite because I loved that you could, on the GameCube, it had Link from Legend of Zelda.
Yeah, a lot of people say that.
Yeah, Link's like one of my is probably Link and Cloud Strife are my 2 favorite pro tags ever. So to actually see Link badding up man with his sword was
right.
Like that, and that was before Smash. It was like, yeah, I'm on this thing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's talk about some of the modern games, because gaming has gone such a far way. On one of the episodes of Too Many Games, I had someone, Joe Twist, and she is one of the members of BAFTA. And what was incredible is her first game was Pong. And I was saying to her that it's mad that in her lifetime, we've gone from Pong to The Last of Us. Like in one person's lifetime. So what modern game like has got you at the throat that's just part of your DNA?
You can't ask me that question. Oh my god. I have to pick one.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be your favorite. I said a modern game that's got you at the neck. It doesn't have to be. I'm not saying to you, Peach, what's your favorite game. I'm not saying what's the best game. I'm saying a game that is like part of your heart. That like right now, if I said to you, what's your top 5 games, it's guaranteed to be in that list.
Fire Emblem Three Houses and Fire Emblem Engage dropped today, and I was so excited to play it. It's great. And I'll tell you why. Like strategy RPGs, I didn't think would have a like hold on me in the way that they did, but I feel like Three Houses specifically, like it's got so much plot, so much backstory, and I really love how you can choose your own path. I feel like that's the closest you're gonna get to real life in any kind of like game ever, which is why I think RPGs are so great. And like yeah, like it's a whole world within itself. Like it's got its own politics, its own conflicts. Like even the characters' backstories are complex. There are plot twists. There's everything. Like I think if there was one game I was gonna play, that I was gonna get us. Like if lockdown were to slap us again, and I only had one game that I could have access to, I know I'm having a good time. Do you know what I mean?
Team Golden there, yeah.
Do you know what? I love Claude so much. But it's gonna be Edelgard for me. It's gonna be Black Eagles.
Wow, I'm upset. All right, do you know what? We need to get into this because that's such a dope choice. Me, biggest RPG guy. I love RPGs all of my life, and I've never been into tactics games. Like my brother loves tactics, and it never really clicked with me. And the most random game on earth, Peach, that got me into tactics was Mario plus Rabbids. I know it is mad. That's the game that got me into tactics. And then after that, I played what is it called? It's the army one, Valkyrie Chronicles. Valkyrie Chronicles. And then I love Persona. I love all of those anime kind of JRPG games. And I saw Fire Emblem Three Houses, and I was like, "Oh, this is giving me some little Persona vibes." Still.
Right? It literally plays like Persona 5.
And then when I jumped in, that is the first time that I've ever been sucked into a Fire Emblem game. I loved it. Like I was ride or die for Claude. Like I wanted to backhand certain people in the back of their neck from the way they were moving, and just everything was done right. Like the visuals was cool. Like one of the things that I don't like on strategy games is I don't like that kind of overhead visual styles, but so I loved how even though they kind of had that, but then when it came into the battles, they'd zoom in and you get to see your actual full anime character and like the time jumps and stuff like that, and the soundtrack. Peach.
I'm so happy you said it, yeah, because one like soundtracks will actually grip me, and when they get you for a long time. Like there was one, I think it's like the final battle song, I can't even remember what it's called, but they got like a thunder version and like a rain version, and that carried me throughout my whole like assessment period at uni. Like the songs bang, like they really do make you want to like go and do stuff. Rather vernacular is not reaching, you know. You don't want to be a body clock. All I can say is like it's crazy.
no, what you say is right though. And I feel like when we talk about music, like I already said, I love Final Fantasy, I love Zelda, I love The Last of Us. Like these games are always shouted out for incredible soundtracks, and I never really hear people talk about how good the Fire Emblem soundtrack is. And that soundtrack, it bangs. And just like you said, Engage just recently come out, and this is going to be my second Fire Emblem game. And Pete, I'm going to do it for the first time ever. I am going to do permadeath. Because I'm not going to lie.
You're a braver soul than me. Me can't do it.
I'm telling you, listen. I'm telling you, Peach, I'm a shook one. Do you know why? I'm telling you I'm a shook one. when it comes to the reason why I love RPGs and the reason why I love video games is I love stories. I like to be taken onto a journey. And the thing that RPGs for me do better than any games other than probably The Last of Us is character building. Like the way they connect you with those characters. And to actually play a game and know that one of your favorite characters could
I've cried real tears, you know, like
and
IRL tears,
and they're gone. But I'm like, do you know what? I can't be a shook one. Like I can't forever play these games and not play them the way they're meant to be played. But big man thing, I'm gonna have bear saves. Because if you lick out my favorite character, run that back. I'm doing that mission again.
Listen, Nuzlocks have Scott. I don't know if you're a Pokemon Nuzlocke individual. I can't do it, fam. I'll do a Nuzlocke. I can't bring it to Fire Emblem. And did you know there's this one clip of me on stream, and I was playing Pokemon Violet, and my favorite Pokemon died. You don't know I just ended the whole thing. Nuzlocke done. You can't. They can drag me across the whole internet for it. I don't care. Cancel me. I don't care. It's not my Sharkadet that can come and dead, and you expect me to keep playing this game. I can't do it.
That's why you gotta have the multiple saves. So you just run that back.
There ain't no multiple saves on Pokemon.
I know.
What are you talking about, Bridget? It's too much.
It's dead. One of the games that I missed and I really want to play it, and the reviews of it is incredible, is last year's Kirby game. I see all your Kirby's in the background. I know you're a Kirby Don.
I'm about to get cancelled.
Oh, you haven't played it?
No.
Do you know what? So I'm not really for me, Kirby Smash. That's the only time I'm interested in Kirby Smash. But the new Kirby game is meant to be really, really good. And stay with me, wait for me to land. People are comparing it to The Last of Us. Not in story or stuff like that. But you know, like The Last of Us changed what a perspective of what a story game could be. Apparently this changes the perspective of what a Kirby game can be, and it's meant to be really, really good. So it is one of the ones that is definitely on my list. So it's ones that definitely gonna check out.
Yeah, me too. I'll check it out.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you love Kirby like that. You can't
He's
just
so
left
cute.
him.
He's so cute. He's adorable. He's perfect. And you know, like that sound that the hammer makes in Smash when he gets that. Yeah, it's too good. I love him so much.
He's the one. So, like we said at the beginning, you are part of NNESAGA. How have you found it being part of the team and streaming and doing content creation with everyone?
It has been so great. Like, honestly, I feel like it was really like a pivotal moment. Like, it changed my whole perspective on like the gaming scene. Like, I'd only come into it recently, and to be given such like a huge opportunity, I am eternally grateful. Like, I've had a great time. And yeah, like, I think it's also opened my eyes to what the gaming industry has become. Because it's not like my first time I've tried to like break into the gaming space. Like, I did like a gaming P3ach at college, and I had my heart set on being a dev. And like, we all know what the gaming industry was like for women of color back in the day. And I was like, do you know what? I'm alright. So to come now and not only see Steph like killing it in the game, but also be given an opportunity to help be the change that I've always wanted to see. Like, I don't have the words. Like, it's really been an amazing experience, and I hope it's the beginning of a really long chapter in life. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah.
100% it's gonna be 100%. Peach, we're running out of time. We're only a short form podcast. Like I said, when I saw you on Play Your Pass, I was really interested to find out more about your gaming experience and your knowledge. And you know a lot, and it's really, really cool. And I'm super excited to see what people like yourself and Tories and Jazina plays, like the new generation of content creators, and how far you can take the foundations that we led. So super proud of everything you're doing, and I just want you to continue killing it. For anyone who's watching and they're feeling your vibe and they're like, yo, I like that Peach, you know, she knows her things, where are you sending the people to find you?
Twitch. I'm on Twitch. definitely at least once a week. We're pushing for 2. I'll also be on YouTube very soon, so keep your eyes peeled. But if you just want to have a chat or just want to, you know, talk about games or whatever, you can find me on TikTok, Twitter, Discord. I'm everywhere. So yeah, man, let's have a conversation, you know?
Yep, let's have a conversation. Now, thank you for staying to the end of the videos. You are the MVPs. I really appreciate the support. Remember, we drop videos every Monday and Thursday at 6:30 GMT. So make sure you hit that bell and come join we. I've been Mr. Midas, she's been Peach, and you've been the greatest. We out of here, man. Peace.
We'll be right back.